Hello there, good morning. How are you today? Where are you? What are you doing? What's your weather like? It's nice and sunny and freezing here in Lincolnshire, so it's rather nice. Going house hunting this afternoon, so that's going to be interesting. Morning, hello Irene and Jilly, good morning, and Jenna. Jenna Martinez, what a glamorous name. Hello Kate, welcome along. Morning Priscilla, Samantha's got Meggie watching, everybody okay? Morning, Cynthia. Hello. Now, that might not be here for the whole hour today. I've got some new fabrics to show you, but so we're nipping off to have a look at a house. So that's quite exciting. So I'm going to finish up a little bit early, if that's okay with you. What I am going to share with you are some, as an idea. You know, our bonded corduroy fabric. Finishing the seams on the inside because it's quite bulky, but I've been having a play with it and I've got a solution. So we'll do that later on as well. But I just thought we'd have a chat today. Come to Cannock Chase. What's it like in Cannock Chase? Never been there, Cynthia. Good morning, Glenys. Chilly in Blackpool is here as well. Morning, Mandy. Exciting, hope it goes well. Not sure. Not sure, but be interested. It's in the right place. So we want to be closer to Kim, closer to David, and we're about the same distance from Tyler. So we can go anywhere in the country, really. Anywhere south of where we are. That would be nice. No rush. Not bothered if we don't, to be honest. Morning. On my way to see my grandson on his 12th birthday, said Anne. Say happy birthday from us. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Hello, Jill. It is 41 degrees in Melbourne in Australia today. That's my kind of weather. Lynn, it's been a sad 2 years. Oh, 2 years, gosh. It's gone quickly, though, hasn't it? No, not for you. That will never go quickly, has it? Oh, thinking of you. Morning, Susan. Been a while for me to watch, so we'll relax while what? Go and put the kettle on and have a cuppa while we're watching. Oh, hi, Blodwin. Devon's good, she says. Jolly good. I want to show you some Cork. Yeah, it's so cold down here today. I've been down here filming for hours this morning, and it wasn't good enough, so I got to start all over again on Monday. So you don't just come down and set it all up and film it. There's different ways of doing things with what I'm doing, and none of them work, so I've got to start all over again. Hate wasting time like that. Lynn, hello, how are you? I'm very good, thank you, Lynn. I've got something in my eye. Morning, Anne. How's you? Well, I have got something in my eye. Morning, Tracy, from me and the Whippets. Hello to you and your Whippets, Tracy. We've got Cork. Let me show you these. We've got loads of fabrics, considering we're on a no spending spree. These are gorgeous. I like that. That's the natural, and this is the rainbow. So if I just zoom in with my technical stuff here, look, it's got flecks of colour in it, but it doesn't shout rainbow at you. It's very delicate. Have you ever used Cork before? We went through a bit of a surgence a couple of years ago on everybody wanted to sew with Cork. And it's kind of coming back again. It's really, really popular at the moment. That's the natural one, look, so just Cork bits as it is. But if you haven't used it before, it's such a lovely fabric to work with. So it's really fine. You don't need any special needle. I find with my sewing machine, I don't need to use a non-slip foot or a walking foot, but it sews through absolutely beautifully. If you do have issues with it, put your non-slip foot on there, but you'll only need to use that if you're sewing from the top. So if you're sewing into a seam, this has got a woven fabric background, so your machine's going to be fine on that. So if you're sewing this to that, for instance, unless you're top stitching and this part is actually in contact with your needle, then you're not going to need any kind of walking foot or special foot for that as well. Very windy but fine in Cumbria. This is not snowing. Morning, Sue. Oh, did that one. Sharon says, love Cork, it's so easy to sew. Jane says, I bought some lovely Cork when I went to Lisbon last year, not made anything with it yet. I was going to make something, but I haven't had time to prep it. Cork's lovely to sew with, says Dawn. Blodwin loves using Cork. It's great to sew with. It's easy to sew with, isn't it? I think it's one of those things, if you haven't seen it before, you imagine Cork being like a cork pinboard or something, or cork tiles, and it's really thick. This isn't. It is a fabric. Now you can iron it from the back. Test a little bit first, but I find I can use steam. I can use quite a hot iron on my cork. Try not to catch it on the front. It doesn't. The front of it doesn't like heat, and it's a natural fibre. Cork's one of those. It's the cork oak tree that it comes from. If I remember the story. And the cork is replenished, so they don't chop the tree down to get the bark. It grows back again. They just peel it off and it grows back, and it actually does the trees good. So it's like pruning. Morning from Canada says, just me. 36. Oh, minus 30. Oh, minus 36. Oh gosh, that's pretty cold, isn't it? Don't think we've ever been that cold. Hello, Sarah. Oh, two Sarahs together. Sarah says, on my laptop I can't get any comments, so I can't give links. Sorry, does anyone know how to retrieve comments on Facebook Lives? I don't know, Sarah, but I did put a link. No, I didn't. I put a link to the quilted fabrics, didn't I? If you just go to new arrivals, let me show you there. This is new arrivals on the web page. So debbieshawsewn.com, there's your cork fabric natural, and there's your cork fabric rainbow flex. And I'll show you all of these in just a sec. Morning, Elaine. She's in Florida, bracing for a cold storm on its way. 5 a.m. and dark outside. Don't envy you. You know, we think this is chilly. Anne-Marie, I enjoyed making my bag with cork on the bottom and floral on the top. See, that's the thing, you can mix it with other fabric. I saw once, and I wish I'd have bought them, a pair of boots made out of cork online somewhere. Oh, they were fabulous. I wish I'd have bought those. Anyway, never did. So yeah, really easy to sew with. You can use your fusibles on the wrong side if you wish. Just iron it from the wrong side. Oh, do be aware that your cork is waterproof. So if you're going to steam, the steam might bounce back up a little bit, which if you put in something like H640 or your fusible craft fleece or even Bosal foam on the back, is great because the steam really gets into the adhesive, but do be aware it might steam up a little bit because it's not going to penetrate the cork, which is great for bag bases because you can wipe them clean. And if you put your bag down in a puddle, I don't know why you would put your bag in a puddle, but if you happen to put your bag down in a puddle, then what's inside your bag isn't going to get wet. However, your needle will make puncture marks in it when you sew your seams. So not waterproof, water resistant, shall we say. Hi, Leslie. I'm in Panto next week with the dress rehearsal today. So lazy stuff. What are you doing? I was in Panto once in 1988. I think it was. I was dreadful. Can't act, can't sing, can't dance. Didn't enjoy it. I was Aladdin. Never once slapped my thigh. So who are you playing? Patrice says, nearly put the cork on my order, but wasn't sure of it. Try it. I mean, you get a lot. I mean, it's £5.50, and that is what you get for £5.50. It's a huge sheet. So you've got enough stuff. If you wanted to make a bag on bag bases, you could make 4 tote bags, I reckon, out of that, just using the base. Complete bags. That would be a big one, wouldn't it? Or you could do your folders with this as well. Stationery folders and things would be nice. I reckon you could get 4 tote bags of that kind of size with a bit left over. It's not going to fray. You don't need to finish the edges. And if you're making straps with them, you can do it like bias binding, or you can just fold it out, you know, both sides to the center and glue it, then sew it. Really, really simple to use. But it's lovely. It looks really classy. And it's nice and soft as well. Who is that? Is Isabel. Cork is super to sew with. I think it is as well. I really love it. Nearly. Oh, I've clicked on that. Nothing's happened. Oh, nearly. Oh, I did that one. Nice for bag bases. Yeah. It's lovely for bag bases. It's really gorgeous fabrics. Gorgeous fabrics. So that's new. So we have had corks before, but these are new. So go to new arrivals and you'll see them there. When you get them home, it will be creased because obviously we don't actually have envelopes that big. and we don't roll things up. So it will be folded, so you will need to iron it, but remember, iron from the back. So you can use nice hot iron, but iron from the back, not the front. It buckles a bit. It doesn't melt because cork's natural, so it's not like you're using a vinyl or ironing onto a vinyl, which will melt it. It just buckles a little bit. It doesn't like it. Chris says, warm and windy in central beds. It's a year today since I lost my mum. Goes quickly, doesn't it? It would have been April. 30 years since I lost my dad in April. 25 since I lost my mum. Careless losing these parents, isn't it? So that's that. I can go down there. Now then, let me just check what these are called. Clothworks. Clothworks Homebodies. Now we've got these in a fat quarter pack, and we have them by the half. Oh, this is nice. Oh, that feels, it almost feels brushed. That is so soft. Has anybody bought this already? Is that like that as well? Yeah, it's lovely. Oh, that's so soft. When I picked that up, I didn't think that was flannel. It feels like flannel. It's really soft. So this is Homebodies. So this is your fat quarter pack, so you get all of those. And then individually, this one is house cats. So this is a fat quarter. If you're going for them individually, it will be by the half meter. Who recognises what's going on here then? They're on the mat. They're on the he's got his eye on that plant pot, look. They're on the mat again. They're on the chair. He's scraping his claws into a rattan mat. They should have one on the other side of a sewing machine pulling your fabric through, shouldn't they? That's what my cat used to do. So this one is so soft. House cats. If you're only going to go for one, go for two. That didn't make any sense, did it? Because this is the tonal plaid olive green, just goes so well with all of them. So you could use that as your blender with any one of the prints that I'm going to show you now. Mim uses a Microtex needle with cork because it helps to prevent snagging and crack stitching. Thank you very much. Any more tips, let us know. So that one, tonal plaid. This one is Houseplants Rust. That is very much a Kimberly Hine type of fabric, isn't it? I can see why she bought this one. Houseplants Rust. And then Tossed Cats. Tossed meaning they're in all directions, if you weren't aware. And then this one is Hidden Cats and Houseplants. Oh, if you're a cat lover, you've just got to, haven't you? What would you make with it? I'm thinking your conservatoire. Maybe tablecloths and cushion covers and things like that. Lovely for patchwork though as well. So I've missed a load of your comments now. And it's cold outside, but sat in front of a stove. Oh, lovely. Keep yourself toasty on your narrow boat. Hi, Jane. Minus 41. Ontario is 100 degrees different. Oh, 100 degrees different from Australia. So we are minus 41. You're pretty cold. You got your parcel yet? Laura, I was just watching the box top pattern video and only came across this, the lice stream. Hope that's a typo. By accident. Was it finished? Looking forward to seeing what you have today. Laura Ann in West Clare in Ireland. Welcome along. Welcome along there. We're going to be doing the box top pattern in a seamless Sunday. I can't remember the date. End of the month. We're going to have a seamless Sunday, last Sunday of the month. Liberty scrap packs are making a comeback. Sue, we can't get them at the moment. We went over last week and asked if we could have a couple of hundred, and they said we haven't got any. So as soon as they do, we'll get them right back in stock again. Hello, Jean. Hello, Brenda in Kentucky. Welcome along. So let me just fold these back up and give you a remote. They're so soft. I was really surprised. It's just, yes, that is lovely. But yes, if you love cats, got to be done, hasn't it? Got to be done. I don't know if you could make something for your cats. So that one was the toss cats, trying to be neat. These will come to you with a bow round them, I think. And house plants. No cats on that one. And then cats doing what cats do. So that's cloth work. Can't talk. Cloth work. So it's premium quality cotton. And I think we've got practically the range there. So that's that one. This is also Clothworks. See, this doesn't feel, it's ever so nice quality, but it doesn't feel brushed like the Cats one did. I wonder if that was deliberate. I suppose it must have been. Not in the description. Okay. Oh, no, let me show you the panel while we've still got some, because panels tend to sell out really quickly. This is Night Whispers. It's a 24-inch panel. Aren't those images gorgeous? Let me turn this over. I'll show you that in a minute so we can see what we got. For in their eyes the worlds collide, in darkness beauty and dreams abide. I wonder who wrote these. So gaze upon their silent flight, embrace the magic of the night. Oh, I like the words. With eyes like lanterns bright and wide, they glide through the realms where phantoms hide. Each feathered grace a haunting dance, twilight script they weave their trance. The forest breathes a breathless sigh, as shadows stretch and echoes fly. With every hoot a tale untolds of hidden paths in the night so cold. Oh, isn't that lovely? So one huge one in the centre, and then you've got 4 of the smaller panels as well. That'd make a nice table runner just on its own, wouldn't it? That'd be gorgeous. In shadows deep, while silence dwells beneath the moon's soft silver spells. Oh, lovely. Just love this imagery. So that's it's only £9.50. So you can make. I'd go for a coordinating. I think. Oh, the teal would be nice with that, wouldn't it? A teal solid. Or we've got back in stock the teal option of the William Morris blender. That would be nice with that one. Missed your comments again. Sorry about that. Sorry if I miss anybody. Morning, Karen. Popping in and out. Oh, she's popping in and out as I'm packing to go home next week. So excited after all these years. Still a problem, but that's not going to stop me. I'll embrace it. It has been years, hasn't it, Karen? Oh, good luck with that. Hello, Karen. Morning to you. Morning, Barbara. Love seeing your pictures. Lovely and sunny in Inverness, but chilly. Hi, Claire. Hi, Christine. Just cutting out Kim. Is that Kim's jacket? Oh, here we are. Cutting out Kim's new bag. ×3. Glad I have an excuse to sit down to give my back some relief. Oh, I hope you like it. It's going to be fabulous. Kim's bag's lovely. Applique packs. Not at the moment, Chrissy. Hopefully early next week we'll get some back. Do you need a special needle for cork or jeans or ballborn? I don't, Helen, but somebody previously said a Microtex. Or was it Microtex thread? No, Microtex needle. But I don't. I just use my standard needle. Don't use a leather needle. Jean's got a friend who will love something from the Black Cat fabric. Could you do a live showing that to me? Yes, Sally, I was going to do something today, but I ended up doing a lot of work this morning for nothing and ran out of time to prep anything. So yes, definitely. Should we do something on Wednesday? What date is it on Wednesday? 24, 25, 26. Yeah, let's do something on Wednesday. We shall sew something, but it'll be a bag, won't it? We shall sew a bag with cork on Wednesday. I'll forget that, won't I? Just had to put my pooches. Oh, stop my pooches chasing 6 cats all sat together. See, a bobbin will chase a cat down the garden, although she's spent most of her life with cats. Mind you, they did terrorise her, so I'm not surprised. These fabrics go with the owl, the Night Whispers. So if you wanted a border, oh, you know I said about teal. Oh, there you go. They've already done one, haven't they? Wouldn't that look gorgeous with that? Because I think you need to make those bigger. Now, this is a fat quarter pack. It's a pack of 4. Or, by the half metre, this one is feathers. This one is taupe floral, multicolour floral, love those colours, and then owl collage. And they're lovely. So you can either go fat quarters, you can go by the ½ metre, or one of those maybe to go with a big panel if you've bought that one. Good time for sewing. Says Elaine, because it's too cold to bed. It's freezing out, isn't it? It's freezing. Evening from Townsville in North Queensland, Australia. 9:15 p.m. Sam, thank you for joining us, Samantha. Having trouble with that. Oh, Leslie's having trouble with the lines. My granddaughter would love this. She's obsessed with cats. Oh, I'm a bit behind. Oh, let's scroll down a little bit. Hi, Melba. Lady called. Lady says makes quilts out of baby clothes. Oh, okay. When I was sewing, I went to make a cup and my dog sat on the foot pedal. Now I'm in the kitchen. I could hear my machine. I thought the machine was haunted. I've had that before. I've had that. Or it's worse when you're sitting right next to it and you suddenly start sewing. You think, oh, it's weird. These are lovely, aren't they? Very soft. I like the feather one because it doesn't shout feathers at you, does it? It looks almost fluid, like seawater. And I just love the colours on those. No owls on those. Oh, actually, just the taupe and those two together would make something nice, wouldn't they? Very pretty. But I think the images of the owls are beautiful as well. They're not, they're not cartoon. They're very accurate. There's a snowy owl look, and they're just, I just love those. They're proper owls, if that makes sense. Morning, Julie Jones in France. How are you? We've got Stitchy Witch as well. Still behind with the comments. Let's scroll down a little bit. Oh. My mum loved owls. She had a collection of over 100 owl ornaments. Oh, how lovely. Wish that a few months earlier she just passed away. Oh, I'm sorry, Jennifer. She would have loved that. Oh. Right down. Oh, not down to the bottom yet. Sally, hello. Grace, hello. Cherry. Washing machine issues. What are you doing? Saturday's not a washing machine day. Not allowed to wash on a Saturday. Unless it's sewing related, of course. What was that? Use interfacing on the back of them to stabilise, and you can use them as ordinary fabric. Oh, I didn't see that one, sorry. Patrice has just ordered the cork to be added to my order. That's no problem, Patrice. We've had man down last week, so some of your orders have been quite slow getting out, I'm afraid. But everything should be back to normal on Monday. So we'll get through as many of those as we can. Samantha says, I'll put it was 268 degrees, but she meant 228. Right. Okay. More fat quarters. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's another fat quarter bundle, and that's another fat quarter bundle. Here's another fat quarter bundle, but again, let me just double check. We do have these by the ½ metre as well. Yes, so this is Poppie Cotton, 5 fat quarter pack, and they are available individually on their own if you wish. So the main fabric for the bag, I did 2. That one is a brand new calico. It is in the kits that we've done. I don't think it's on the website yet by the ½ metre, but it's really nice. It's it feels just like a heavyweight cotton. It's really soft. So you think of calico as just being, or is it? Let me have a look. Yes, it is. It is. It's sorry, it is this one, lightweight wash calico. So it's got, I mean, it's, you can see there, I've used it on the house as well. It's seeded. What was I saying? We've used it on the house, and I did use it on the half-yard bag as well. So that would be the piece that's in the applique kit, I think. Because it's seeded, as you can see, but it's really nice and soft. You know, you think of calico as being just a cheap fabric to use for toiles, and it can be a little bit stiff. That isn't. It's like a really nice quality cotton, and it's only £3 for half a metre. So it's calico price, but it doesn't feel like calico. We did have to double check. I didn't think it was calico, but that's what we used. Anyway, this is what we're looking at. This is Lakeland Blues, so 5 fat quarters altogether, or we have, this is really classy look, rose damasked in dark blue grey, and then this one is hydrangeas, and this is rosebud toss light blue, damask mid blue, and elegant roses dark blue. We've got quite a few blue collections on the website at the moment. It seems to be one of the most popular colours at the moment, certainly judging by the amount that we're selling. So it looks really classy. It's absolutely timeless. It's not feminine, it's not masculine. I'd maybe put in maybe even a white with these if you wanted to go for a blender, unless you wanted to be daring and use a red, or a mustard colour would look fantastic with them if you wanted to, you know, add a splash of colour with them. But it's just, yeah, it's just really classy. Small prints on most of them as well. Obviously that's a big print, but if you're making smaller projects or English paper piecing, then I'm going to had a meeting with my publishers. Oh, what can I say? On Wednesday to talk about a book, and I've come away with like 4. They're going to be keeping me very busy. And yes, and something to do with English paper piecing, which isn't necessarily a book. Big Fat Tea shan't be out for over a year anyway, but yes, it's I'm going to be, just when I thought, you know, I'm going to wind down a bit, get my pension this year, I'm going to wind down a bit. Can't say no, that's a problem. Suffered from a panic attack. Oh, Alan, I hope you're okay now. You need a holiday. VNA fat quarters we've got now. Can't take it all out. I'll see if I can slip this off. So these, hang on a minute, scroll back up. This one is Regency Threads, the VNA Organic Fat Quarter Pack Meadow Friends. We like a long title. So we don't have these by the half metre. I don't think we've got these by that. We've got these by the half metre, Kim. Honestly, we've got so much new coming in. I don't keep up with everything. No, these are just fat quarters. So they're right on the homepage when you go to the website. Very classy stuff. And they're only £14.99, which is amazing for a fat quarter pack, considering as well they are organic. So premium quality, again, for only £14.99. So I shan't open them all up, but you get the idea. This is the other one. So this is Wildflowers. So that one's Meadow Friends. And this one's Wildflowers. And I think they jolly well go together very well indeed. If you wanted to go for the lot, if you've got a quilt to make, then that might be quite nice for you as well. So that's those two. Jenny Jones has just returned from the North Pole. Was flu for 2 weeks, only just get my energy back. Need another holiday. We might go on holiday this year. If you get one of these with the wrong label on, it's because I can't see a thing, so I'm just putting these back on randomly. You get the right fabrics. Don't worry about the label. All right. Pop those back on. This is interesting, isn't it? Then I've got one more range to show you as well, which I think is it Barcelona we're going to in a minute. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A grey tap. Oh, which taps? Oh, I missed that one. So I'm missing your conversations, but do carry on without me. I fell asleep. No, just new fabrics, Learn. You can always watch back later. So that's those two. This is the last set of fabrics. These are my... Oh, I should have brought you a blender for these. If you're going to go for all three of these, you need a blender. And it needs to be a rusty colour, doesn't it? No, blue. Blues would be nice. Right, let's see where we're going. So I'm down on page 2 now. We're going to Barcelona. So we have La Rambla tiles, Trencidus tapestry, and landmarks. Now I think I've been to Barcelona for a day. I don't remember Barcelona, so I don't know what these landmarks are. So anybody can help me out. You recognise any of the buildings? Anybody been there before? Because I don't know any of them. Lovely colours, aren't they? Very Mediterranean. But the roofs with the pots of flowers on the top, and the mosaic pathways, and the Mediterranean foliage and the trees. Is that a cathedral? I'm sure you'd know. I'm sure you must have been there. A hedgehog fabric. We do have one with hedgehogs on, Carolyn. And I've got a whole woodland collection of fabrics. I'm sure if you put hedgehogs into the website, we've got hedgehogs. So yeah, well, come back to me with that one if you recognise anywhere. The mosaic tiles, isn't that different? Isn't that just so unusual? Like broken bits of pottery, really unusual. And then you've got the tiles as well. Which is that one? And those are all by the ½ metre. And they're all art gallery fabric. You know art gallery fabrics, when you feel it, it's kind of smooth. Oh, is it Jane's birthday? Happy birthday, Jane. Have a lovely day. Oh, here we go. So Gaudis Familia Church in Barcelona. Is that this one? Gaudis Familia. I'll have to Google it, won't I, when we're finished, and have a look. La Sagrada Familia Cathedral. Yeah, I'll have a look at that one. Hello, Jan. Just joined the chat. Did an emergency shop. Has only just been finished. Oh, has it? The cathedral's only just been finished. I'll have to have a look at that. I'd love to go to Barcelona, I think. Chumley fabric. Not sure, Cynthia. The only problem is you'd only buy Chumley fabric if you're a Chumley fan, and we have to order hundreds of meters of it. And I just got a feeling I'm going to be stuck with a load of Chumley fabric. Maybe panels could be on the horizon. I'll have to have a think about it. I haven't got anything planned, but I'll have a think about that one, because that would be fun, wouldn't it? I was going to do this look. So if we do that, I'm just getting my keyboard up, and let's go up to the top and type in hedgehogs. And see what happens. Oh, right. We do have some hedgehog fabrics. I don't know what it's called, though. Woodland. Let's try that one. That fleece is nice. Let's try trees. It depends what they've called the fabric. I'll have to have a look on the website. I'll have a look when I'm in the office again, and see what we've called it. It's a grey one with little hedgehogs on it. I can't remember what it's called. Now then, do you remember the bonded cord that I showed you this the other day. So this is corduroy on one side, it's got wadding in the middle, and it's got fleece on the other. And I'm thinking the gilet for Half Yard Club would be perfect with that. I think it was, who mentioned just using it as a throw, put some binding around the edges and having a throw. That would be so soft and so cuddly. We have olive, we have this one, I can't remember what colour it's called, and we have a brand new black. All with, oh no, that's got a grey on the inside. But they've all got this lovely super soft fur on the inside, and they've got wadding on the inside there. So let me just get a price up for you. So the black's under new arrivals. Look for cuddle cord for the others. It's £9.50 for half a metre. Now that's the width. Obviously this isn't half a metre, that's a strip, but it's really wide. That's at 140 at least. And bear in mind that you've got your outer fabric, your wadding and your lining fabric all in one for £9, which is really cheap. So if you're making the, if you're going to make the gilet from next month's Half Yard Club, you'll need a metre, I think it is, for up to size 16, and a metre and a bit afterwards. I order a metre and a half if you're over a size 16, but you'll only need one. You won't need to buy lining, and you won't need to buy wadding. You can make the gilet with regular fabric. You'll need some wadding and you'll need some lining. So there's two ways of making it. You can either make it lined, or if you're using a double-sided quilter fabric like this, you can make it unlined. The issue is, and this is what I wanted to show you, it's one of the problems I was having this morning when I was making the video for the gilet, is the seams. So the side seams, because this isn't going to be lined, the side seams and the shoulder seam, you can bind them. So just like you would do any other edge of quilt or anything else, sew your seam and then put binding on it. However, in the larger sizes over a size 16, you're going to have a princess seam which goes around the bust. So that will go from just on the top of the arm here and across the bust and goes down. So if you're going to bind it, it'll make it bulky, it'll make the binding stand out. I do have an idea which I'm going to share with you in the video when I eventually get around to making it, but I just say anybody else that's bought this particularly, and you know, for any other project that you're using it for and you're not sure what to do with the seams, only for this fabric particularly, it works really, really well. So first of all, I'm going to, can't get blue I'm afraid, Christina, I've only got these three colours. I'm going to sew the seam. Now the gilet has a 1 centimetre seam allowance. Obviously if you're making anything else with it or following any of the patterns, look at the seam allowance on your instructions. So sew the seam allowance as normal, so the fabric's right sides together. Now if you're going to bind this, I would trim one of the seam allowances down a little bit just to make it a bit less bulky. So when I come to doing the side seams and the shoulder seams, which would be bound, I'm just going to cut one seam back, so just halfway, so that folded out of the way, and cut this back quite close to the seam. So I'm probably about 1/8 of an inch or a couple of millimeters away from the seam. Just make sure you're only cutting through one, not through both sides of the seam. You will get a fluff all over the place, but not when you've made it. So that's your seam, and then I'd bind it. But I'm not going to bind this one. I'm going to peel away the fur from the outer fabric, from the outer fabric and the wadding, and trim that back as well. So the only fabric that's sticking out will be the furry lining side. Okay, so nice sharp pair of scissors for this one. Let's keep peeling it away. There will be some bits that have got stitches on them, so just unpick those from where it's been quilted and trim that right back. Now I was thinking initially a flat fell seam may work, but then only with this, when you can use a flat fell seam on other fabrics if it's finer, but I'm just showing you on this particular bonded cuddle cord that we have on the website. Just a little trick that I discovered really works, and it's really easy. So I've trimmed down all of the seams apart from one side of the fleecy stuff, and then fold that over all of the seams and sew it down. What I'm also going to do is to sew it from the front, because my stitches on this side, when that's all fluffed up, aren't going to be seen. My stitches on this side, maybe. Use the same colour thread. So I'm just making sure that's folded to one side, because you can't pin it because you won't see the pins, because they'll be on the underside. Just going to lengthen the stitch a bit. And then sew. So as I'm sewing, I'm just making sure under here that that's still folded away. You could use a glue pen if you wanted to. Oh, don't want to do that. So on the cord, you probably won't see the stitches on the top, but use the same colour thread just in case. So again, just fold that over. Go right down to the bottom. And then that's the inside. And when that's fluffed up a little bit, again, it's going to shed a little bit until it's washed or you've worn it a few times. But then you've got a nice finish on the inside. It's really flat. You wouldn't really know that you've got a seam there. It keeps it really flat. And then on the top side, as it's cord, as I said, you can't really tell too much, but you do have your seam and then a row of stitches along the side of the seam. So if you're going to make the gilet or anything that needs a seam like that on the inside, that's just something I discovered with this fabric. Works really, really well. And so the fluffiness just disguises any raw edge there anyway. So that is a raw edge, not going to fray, not going to fluff up after a while. And it's a really easy and quick finish. Binding is an option, of course, but it takes a lot longer, obviously, than doing that. Now I'm covered in it, look, ever so fluffy. So just thought I'd share that with you. Oh, a dog bed. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Mind you, if you a blanket, I think, because if you're making a cushion out of it, you're not going to see one side of it, are you? In which case, you may as well just use faux fur. Mind you, this is so soft. So I think it's nice on something that you see both sides of. But if you have a dog blanket, Bob sleeps on a blanket. She has a bed in the window, so she can bark at everybody that walks past. She frightens the neighbours to death. And when she's in the living room, she has a blanket on the floor. When she's outside, she has another bed outside. And she's got a basket in the living room as well. She has a basket by the window. We've got big windows in the living room down to the floor, because then she can see down the driveway and she can see who's coming in. But she also sits there and waits, if I go out, waits for me to come back again so she can see when I'm coming back down the driveway. So that's a bed outside. Actually, she's got a bed outside. She's got a bed in here, which is a big cushion. She's got her blanket bed, which is right in front of us when we're in the living room. She's got her basket bed over by the window, and then she's got her bed in the window in our work area. She's got 5 beds. 5 beds, that dog. A machine and a hoover, absolutely. Samantha says Maggie has a bed in every room apart from the bathroom. See, Bobbin won't go in the bathroom. She's frightened to death of water. She'll go in the duck pond. She'll go in the sea. But the bath, so she won't go in the bathroom because the bath's in there. And our downstairs loo, the door swings shut automatically. It must be on a... None of our walls are straight anyway. And when she was a puppy, she was left on her own and shut herself in there, and the door slammed shut. So she's terrified of that, so she won't go in the downstairs loo either. My dog prefers my bed. Yeah, I think Poppie would do as well. Oh, hi, Kaz. Catch it with autumn. Just lots of new fabrics and sewing a bit of fluff, Kaz. That's all we've been doing. Right, I'm going to nip off anyway. I did say we're not going to be here too long today. House hunting. My friend's golden retriever used to lay under a bush beside the gate, wait for someone to walk past, and then leap out and bark. They levitated. See, it's quite funny when, well, it's not funny for the other people. my eldest son David has a oh, what is he? I can't remember what brand he is. Little oh, Tibetan Terrier. He's got a Tibetan Terrier, who is the cutest little dog. He's 15 now. The cutest little thing, all full of fluff and big eyes and little like this, and really, really cuddly. And he's so aggressive. And Bobbin, who, if you don't know anything about dogs, looks like a big, butch, steely kind of dog, and is as daft as a brush, completely the opposite. But Bert, my son's dog, used to sit by the, in the previous house, he used to sit by the gates when the children went to school. Because they get all excited when they were walking past. But if anybody came over going, oh, look, a little, he'd go, frightened him to death. It wouldn't bite anybody, but just that loud bark. We took him out for a walk a few months ago, the both of them, Bobbin and Bert. Let them off the leads. It was foggy. We couldn't see anybody else in the field. And all of a sudden, there's a woman with a dog coming towards us, and she was saying, get that dog on a lead, get that dog on a lead, talking about Bobbin, who was kind of ambling over, wanting to play, tail wagging like mad, get that dog on a lead. And David shouted at it, it's not that dog you should worry about, it's this dog. And there he was. Looks deceived, don't they? Looks deceived. Yeah, 15 years old, that dog now is doing really well. Still looks like a puppy. Oh, Deidre got bitten by a I was bitten by an Alsatian when I was younger. The teeth went straight through my little finger. So long next week. Oh, it is, isn't it, Sharon? Yes, we're going to make, I haven't got it here. It's one of the quick makes from Half Yard Club, and it's a little house pincushion, house applique pincushion. So get your scraps ready. That should be, I don't know if they put it on the social media yet, but they should give you an ingredients list. But if you go to the website, let's have a look. Let's do it. We haven't visited Half Yard for a while, have we? No, I don't want admin. I want, that will do. And I'll sign in. No, I shan't sign in actually. Let's not sign in at the moment. Let me see if I can just share my screen with you. Sorry, this is not as quick as you'd think it would be. I feel so inclined. Share. There we go. No, we don't. There we go. This is it. We're having a bit of a revamp soon. That's very old. So if you go to sewing projects sometime today, and there should be a quick makes. We're going to make the quaint cottage pincushion. So we're going to make one of those. So if you're a member already, then you can have a look at all of your ingredients. The girls will be putting a post on Facebook, I think, but scraps of fabric, maybe some of that new calico in the background would be nice. Bit of ribbon here to put your clips on, ribbon to hang it up with, but a really, really simple project. And if you want to have a look beforehand, we do have a video as well. Deirdre wants to make it into a purse. That's a nice idea. And I'm just going to sign in and have a look at some of your projects. Oh, have you seen the latest magazine yet? So I wanted to look at the block of the month. So let's go to sewing projects and see who's made the first block of the month so far. Found hedgehogs on fabric. Oh, guess how much I love you, Martine. Thank you very much. The hedgehogs are called Guess How Much I Love You. And block of the month. So where's block one? That's a welcome. That's a welcome. There we go. So it's this one that you're making, because you can put pictures on here of what you've made. Oh, I've clicked on all the instructions. Look, shouldn't have done that. Look, we've got the next live next week. It's counting down already. I can't say. I'm sure I've seen pictures of some of these. Let's go to home. I've got a swirly circle. It's not doing anything for now. That's a welcome. Got so much stuff on here. We will, sorry, this is just running really slow. We are going to be having a price increase next month, just to warn you. That will be all made official and everything. View project. You haven't put any pictures up yet. I'll have a look later on. But anyway, that's your new block of the month that's on there at the moment. So I just thought I was going to have a look at your pictures, but there aren't any there. John's going to catch up on what you've missed. Excuse me. I've just done. Oh, Kaz has just done the 2019 block of the month. That's the very first. That was half square triangles, wasn't it? They're all on there still. Using a large bag of. Oh, Jane was thinking of making a pincushion to use a large bag of oak sawdust I was given. That's a good idea. That's supposed to be really good for pincushions, isn't it? I'm covered in fluff. Look. Hello, Kim. How are you? Right, made the little house very cute. Yeah, we're going to make another one. We could have a whole row. I do have several pincushions for several different things. So I've got thick needles with bits of embroidery thread. That's my one that I use every day. I've got my little bowl for clips. And I know I've got another pincushion here somewhere. And then I've got the mannequin pincushion over here. That's one that Kim made. And then I've got another mannequin pincushion that I use down in the house. I've got my little pincushion here. I've got sewing machine needles in that one. That was a gift. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. Was it Anne? Then I've got loads of pincushions. But I like to keep my needles separate to my pins, and I like to keep my my flower head and my flat head pins separate to my round head pins. Just because I do. Just because I've got loads of pins. I like to be organised with them. You did make a cat bed or dog bed with the rolled up sides. You could, Leanna. That's a good idea. You could make that with two different fabrics. If you fill your pincushions with sand, it sharpens the pins and needles. Be a good pattern weight as well then, wouldn't it? No pattern for this at the moment. It may well be going into a little book. It's hexagon on the bottom and pentagons around the edge, but I haven't. Susie made that for me, so I haven't got a demo for that. I made a pincushion out of a mason jar, so I could put mini scissors and seam rippers in the jar. That's a good idea as well. That'd be a nice quick make, actually, wouldn't it? Pamela, hello from Benalla. Is that in Australia? Welcome along. Just popping off now, though. So anyway, so I shall see you on Wednesday, and we'll do something with Cork. And then, yes, next Saturday, I won't be here in the morning. It will be, is that the 31st? It'll be the sew-along at 4 o'clock on the Half Yard Club, not too late to join. Right, so anyway, lovely to have your company. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll let you know how we get on with the house hunting. And I shall see you again on Wednesday. Bye-bye.